What's up, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to a brand new edition of the Swift Kicks podcast. Almost forgot the name. I'm Alex. With me, as always, Nate in a kit. I really thought it was a Japan kit, but it's
no, not yet.
A Lyon
Not yet.
kit.
One day we'll get there.
Yeah, we're working across the continent of Europe. We're going to get to Asia, and eventually you're going to get your Japanese kit.
There's some good Korean ones too.
Yeah, Steve's in a Celtic hat. I thought it was a Boston Celtics hat, but
right.
It's the OG Celtic.
Good, the good Celtic.
Welcome to the club, Ben Green. What's up?
Ben wasn't expecting this podcast to be live.
We really need a soundboard for this podcast.
Ben was.
We gotta talk to accounting and pitch getting a soundboard.
Are you wearing a Boston Celtics hat?
Dude, that's
we were just talking about that.
Yes, the Gadden.
It's missing the S.
USA tour. Yeah, because they tour every year.
Jason USA Tour 2024.
Yeah, they played. They won the league that year.
What are you talking about? We did win the league.
Yeah. So the Gadden.
Looking
good. Yo, Olympic Lyon. Is that what you repping over there?
Mm-hmm.
They put on his nightwear for us tonight. I like it.
You guys almost just got a wine wash.
Sexy pajamas.
Date night, Nate.
Yeah. Late night, date night, Nate.
Nice to date you.
Nate, would you ever wear a Lyon jersey to a date?
Dude, when you pull that off,
I would.
Yeah.
There are some jerseys that I have that I like because like they feel good, but like there are ones that I have like the AC Milan one I just bought. It just looks good.
I feel like we should
provide just looks nice
advice in this podcast, lads. If you're listening,
don't ask me.
Ladettes.
Yeah.
Here's the scoop. Wear the jersey on the first date. Just see what happens. No.
I mean, it's a good barometer if she really likes you or not. If you show up in a United jersey, yeah.
But like if
you get a second date after wearing a soccer jersey to the first one, that's when you know you're like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. No nonsense. It's a good filter.
What's worse, wearing a soccer jersey or wearing a fishing shirt?
Both.
Fishing shirt. Like
one of those ones with
those those Columbia ones with like
Columbia,
and stuff.
That's a little. If you're not within 15 minutes of a beach, you can't be wearing that.
What
if I'm 15 minutes from a pitch? Can I wear the shirt? Can I wear the jersey?
Yeah.
It's got to be your jersey though.
Yeah. Your name on the back.
Yeah. You're gonna show up in a PFG fishing like dry fit. What was that called? I can't remember.
I don't know what it is, but we all know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just really quick, I want you guys to guess. I just looked up Japan home shirt, the first one that came up. I want you guys to guess how much the one from 1993 is. Just take a guess.
Current purchase or like at the time of?
This is on Classic Football, so this is a
inflation
shirt from 1993.
What size is it?
Large. It doesn't matter.
Good question. That's a good question, though.
If it was youth, it'd be worth less.
It's an adult. It's an adult.
Does it still have the tags on it?
I'll go first. I'm gonna say $178.
No, it's more than that. It's more than that.
It is
228.
It still has the tags on it.
Can we just do this the whole episode? Just get them in the hopper.
Right.
I feel like Steve has not guessed yet. I'll let Steve guess.
You said it's what year again? Sorry.
1993. It's beautiful. I mean, it's freaking beautiful.
What's the relevance of that year?
I can't imagine it being more than like $600.
$445.99.
I was gonna say 5, but
how much?
$445.
Jesus.
It's like, and then here's the long sleeve version. $500.
They have that. There's a long sleeve version with tags.
The one that I'm hunting for is the World Cup one with long sleeve.
94.
You said World Cup is 90. It's 93.
Yeah, the World Cup from the last World Cup, the most recent World Cup.
Okay.
But the 93 one.
Yo, pull up some other jerseys. Like this is worth our time. And Alex, stop cheating. Alex is actively researching. He's on their homepage. You're ruining.
You know what? I kind of want to see what they look like.
Just ruin the show.
Is this what you're looking for?
Oh. That is not what I was looking at, but it's close. I do love their badge.
What happened in 1992? Like, why is that jersey 91 to 93?
Some teams would keep them for longer. Honestly, United did it. United did it in as early as 2000. Is that
just how you replicate a multi-year jersey?
They just didn't change them. I think United from 2000.
My dumb ass was thinking that was missing 92.
I think United from 2006 to 2008, they might have kept the same jersey, home jersey.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything different.
Definitely fact check me, but I think
the downfall.
I will fact check you. Don't worry.
I'm checking too.
Sorry to get us off topic. Japanese jerseys are beautiful.
No, we should go down that rabbit hole. That'd be fun.
I have a Japanese jersey in my basement. With tags.
What else is in your basement?
Cool, bro.
Just that jersey, nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yep. So that's
wow.
Oh, that's that's not classic football. Yeah. We should get them to sponsor us. I'm gonna reach out to them.
Japan.
Dude, the Puma and the Japan badge. They are not
deep V.
They're not even at all.
That is even V.
They're not even at all.
Steve, that V would look good on you. I'm just saying that would go down.
No, a little deeper, but you're on the right path there. But geez, look at those. It's like
someone just slapped that shit on there.
Does the picture that you were looking at, Nate? Is they still also not lined up?
That's a good question.
If you still have it, I'm just curious. You don't need to look it back up.
I still got it. You're right. That's so funny. It doesn't line up at all.
Gosh, that bothers me.
It does. Yeah. But then,
I'm sorry, dude. I don't mean to take what you were looking at.
Not even worth it.
The one from 1999 is good. It has Adidas in the center.
Central.
I like that a lot. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Liverpool
running away with the league. I think they can win it this weekend.
If Arsenal lose against Ipswich.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
No way. Actually, but they're gonna do another 3-0 at the Bernabeu, 6-0 in aggregate.
Dude, that trash take
they're gonna lose 1-0 to Ipswich. Yeah,
would have some mighty returns if that hit.
Yeah. Ipswich.
Yeah, I'm ready for the summer. I'm loving. Sounds like we're gonna have a big summer, which big departures, hopefully.
I don't know. You got Salah in the books for 2 more years.
Nunez, Salah's in the books. Virgil's in the books.
That's crazy.
Is that confirmed?
Got that done.
Virgil's not confirmed, but it's gonna happen.
I saw rumors that Real Madrid were looking at McAllister.
Yeah, that's not happening for like another 3. But
Don Ancelotti was looking at McAllister.
Dude, Ancelotti.
I mean, Nate would know because he looks exactly like him. So it's probably his half brother. You look.
I should go get my yearbook.
Like McAllister of anybody in this podcast.
Yeah, you're the most.
Oh yeah, Nate. Of us 4, Nate definitely looks like him the most. McAllister for sure.
Yeah,
Ben looks like Messi easily.
Dude, it's about time. I got the credit I deserve.
All right, well, your credibility just went out the window.
Go off, Steve. The race for the top 5. Newcastle right up in there. It's pretty good. I think
Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, 3rd place through.
What a guy, Harvey Barnes.
I think is separated by 4 points. Something ridiculous like that.
Can we go back to McAllister?
What about him?
Sure.
And just pause. Can we just reflect perhaps on the last 4 years of his career?
He's done well. Went to Brighton. Did well at Brighton, and
he pulled Brighton out, won a World Cup, and is now about to win a Prem.
Yeah, he's on one. That's why Real Madrid are trying to cash in.
He's on a tear because I wanted to kind of just acknowledge him. Like, I feel like he is less of a presence on Liverpool, but I think he's just on a great squad. You know what I mean? Like,
it's probably hard to be a standout. I mean, unless you're like Mohamed Salah, and
you don't want to be a standout.
What's the saying? If you
best player on a bad team.
If you watch the game, you don't see McAllister. If you watch McAllister, if you see the game, or however that quote goes.
No, I think you got it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I love him. He's a little pit bull.
He's a classic Midi.
I love that he's Argentinian and he looks and has an Irish name. Just very,
He gets a lot of flack for that, which I think is.
Does he really? Like from Argentina?
We've talked about that a lot.
I don't know if it's directly from Argentina or not, but probably some of it's got to be from there.
There's a story there, and I feel like we covered it, and I think we should refresh.
He gets a lot of flack where he has to like constantly justify his like, "Yo, I'm actually from Argentina. Yes, but all of my family has been from Argentina. We've been here for a while. I'm not just like a."
I think his great grandpa's Irish or something. If you go on his Wikipedia,
it was something like that.
There, but his dad like owned
that.
Like
his
juniors or something.
Yeah, his family's been like in Argentina, like soccer infrastructure for a decade, for like a couple generations, I think. And he has a brother that plays for.
It's like Paulie P.
Team in Belgium,
Antwerp.
I think it's Saint-Gilloise.
Generally,
I think.
Nice.
Mac Allister, love you, buddy. If you're watching.
God, that'd be crazy.
Usually does. Yeah, but the top 5. I'm trying to pull it up here. But,
Nottingham Forest top 3.
I mean,
as of recording.
As of recording, it's getting a little slippery. I mean, that you can't be losing in the run-in. You can't lose to Everton.
You want to talk about trash takes real quick while we're on that? Because someone called that.
Everton over Forest. Was that yours?
Yeah.
Everton are like shaping up to be like kind of a good, like really good end of the season. Like really good.
I think
they're in
101 Moyes.
Yeah.
This is classic.
They're 13th.
They're above United and Tottenham.
He'll get everyone super behind him, and then it'll just be really hard to fire him for 3 years. Like he's just gonna get everyone real excited. He'll be good through January, and then it's just
he's
gonna
like
be
what 75, some of that.
He looks good. He looks good for his age. I think he is around there.
Yeah.
Hey Google, how old is David Moyes? That's not true. You're lying to me.
Google, turn off all the lights.
Hey Google, play Baby Shark.
All of you. Stop. It said David Moyes is 61 years old. That's not true.
I don't think that's true either.
61?
Who knows?
61 is what it said.
I think he's
David Moyes is younger than my dad.
I think he's over 60. I know he's younger. He's older than I think every time.
I think he's 75.
I believe it. We just tell people that.
61.
Fuck you. I thought you had it.
Yeah.
Oh,
for those of you
he's
listening.
61 years old.
Dude, you see that? See all those pictures look like he's reacting to Steve. He's 61 years old. He's like, fucking right.
Yeah, I am.
Look at those pictures, especially that one that's attached to the article. He's like,
I like that Sean Dyke's got the small square in the bottom left there.
Dude,
oh my God. Holy shit, look at that one right there. The one that your cursor's on. Holy fuck, is that real? Oh my God.
Special disco. That's a
some train spotting, dude. Oh
David Moyes is 61 years old.
Is that David Moyes' dad?
No. That's David Moyes when he played for Scotland.
Dude, that is... Dude,
what a guy.
Looks like a big breeze would knock him over.
He kind of looks like the clown from It.
A little bit.
I don't know if
that's cool looking kid or
not, but like...
Just looks Scottish to me.
I mean, but then look at the picture of like the one the BBC David Moyes Everton boss to take. Like, look at him in that like blue track jacket. Like he just looks like he doesn't look like a person right here. Looks like he's got some growing to do.
Yeah, he looks like
internally.
A kid. He looks like a teenager.
He's like 17. Yeah.
Ladies, this man walks up to you. What are you doing?
I am floored.
On college campus.
I am floored that he's 61 years old. He looks 70 plus to me. Never. That's insane. 61. He just turned 60.
Dude, you're like floored by this. Like it's like
it just doesn't look. I thought him and Roy Hodgson were like
mom and dad.
I thought he was close to just 70. I really thought he was.
We're gonna send Steve a life alert.
Yeah,
as he
seriously.
Yeah.
picks
He's
up his
fallen.
jaw off the ground.
He can't get back up. Same with Man U. Can't get back up. Big,
That was a good transition. I like that a lot.
big Thursday this Thursday for Amarin, Europa League, which by the way was hilarious. We'll get to the Champions League, but Aston Villa, the DJ played the Europa League soundtrack instead of the Champions League pregame. Kind of funny.
That's sick. That dude got fired.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all kind of hilarious.
Oh, he's done.
But yeah, Man United down 14th, guaranteed to have their lowest Premier League points total ever this season.
Ever.
They
Cool.
are
Ever.
yeah,
Hardly.
ever. So in the
They've
Premier
never
League
been
era,
relegated?
so in the
Nope.
Premier League era, Manchester United have currently 2 fewer points than they've ever had before. So even if they won out the rest of the season, they would still finish 2 points fewer than their
Roger
Low-
that.
lowest finish
Roger
ever.
that.
I
think they
also
were
believe we have not finished with a negative goal difference in my lifetime.
I think United were last relegated in. I was reading about this morning.
They've never been relegated from the Prem, but
They've been relegated from the first division, though.
first division, yeah.
Yeah, that can't. We don't count that.
Oh, okay. Then I won't go into those details.
73-74.
Everton.
Finished
first in a 22-team table, dropped to the first division. Tragic.
In last season, we finished with -1 goals. In the season, we finish in on track for -7. So
This is a random question. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is a random question that might not have any answers at all. Alex, this is more towards Alex and Ben. Do your dads follow football as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember any sort of like when like the FA when it was going from the first division and then they announced that they were going to the Premier League, it was going to be made the Premier League, and that whole transition from like Premier League, it was first division, second division, third, fourth, and then it went from Premier League, Championship, 1, 2. How much resistance or like how much negative, like how much did people not like that?
like the
What
Super
happened?
League-esque component of it.
I don't know if it's Super League-esque, but just the transition from hey, it's no longer gonna be the first division, we're gonna call it the Premier League, and then the second division is gonna be the Championship, and then the third division is gonna be like I'm just curious if you have any insight on that.
My uncle's a diehard Liverpudlian, like originally from Liverpool, huge Liverpool fan. Uncle Steve, he's still bald, and he'd be a good lad to ask that.
I didn't expect the bald part changing, but
Yeah, he needs to hear it.
I don't know. I haven't really ever heard my dad talk about that, but there's a book called The Club by Joshua Robinson and Jonathan Clegg. But it's a book I've actually had wrapped up in a mailer to be sent to Ben for about 10 years now. I think it's got an address from about 3 moves ago. Still
It'll get
on the
forwarded.
label. Still at my work desk. Never sent it to Ben. But anyway, it's a great book. It goes through how football in England was actually kind of like almost dying out. Not dying out, but was definitely kind of declining. Was not a sport that a lot of people were going out to go see. The pitches were, Sunday league, divots everywhere, all that kind of stuff.
And this is the 80s. This is like the 80s to 90s and
80s.
before okay, so this is all right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Everything was very low key. It wasn't like necessarily like something to aspire to be like a footballer. It was like fun to play, whatever. It's still kind of a national sport, but it wasn't necessarily like the be all end all. And then around came the idea for the Premier League. And it's kind of a great breakdown of like how they turned it into this huge like TV package and everything with Sky Sports. And there were actually, they tried to Americanize it like a little bit at the beginning. There were actually cheerleaders. There was the halftime show entertainment and like all that kind of stuff that like was in there in, what was it, 92? And Premier League 92? Yeah. And yeah, so, you know, and that obviously has died out. Didn't take off, but it
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it reinvigorated the sport as a whole, and lifted everything up to what it is today because of how it was put on TV. There was there's stupid TV rules. We call them stupid now, but there were TV rules, that are still kind of in place about like 3:00 games couldn't be shown. So most of the games were never really ever on TV. So most people had no idea. Maybe you were a fan of Manchester United, but maybe you went to 1 or 2 games a season if you were like a big fan. But you never really went to go see games, and you certainly never went to go travel and do all that kind of stuff. So it's not like there was all this money like moving around and going to other clubs and, people buying shirts on the weekends and then, buying all the concessions and things like that. It was very, very low key. And then the Premier League deal, because of what it did to kind of globally broadcast and kind of change that dynamic and how it was played across, an emerging media, if you will, on like more satellite and cable that people were getting. It kind of brought it to more people's attention, and more people, took a look at it a little more seriously. And it's what
crazy proposition. Change that mailing address and send it to me. Not bad.
No, I will be taking that. This is this is what is White Elephant. The fucking stupid. Yeah, I'll be taking that. I'll give you this pen. Here, Steve. Here, Steve. You freaking idiot.
Steve.
I got an autographed picture of myself.
The paperback is $12. So, like,
Steve, you freaking dunce. Here's this golf tee right here.
Here's this. I have a. Here, Ben, you can have this book.
Was that the Bible?
Tackles like a ferret.
Who is that about?
It's about Paul. It's about Paul Palker.
Yo, did we just start a book share? This is the oldest thing I've been about.
Yeah, I think this is a United player. Yeah, he's Paul Parker, the United player. Yeah, you can read this one.
We got a book for it.
It's great.
Soccernomics.
I've got that one.
Great book.
Yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
Which edition?
Mine's signed.
Paperback.
By you.
Nate, share a book.
All my books are over here. I can't reach them. Probably the most random.
Soccerhead. That could be different.
An accidental journey into the heart of the American game.
Nice.
I do have Pepe Reina's autobiography.
Nice.
Whoa, nice.
It's not bad. The stuff about La Masia is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it talk about his wife like blackmailing the head coach of the U.S. team?
No, Pepe Reina, bro. Pepe Reina.
Damn it, dude. I gotta pay better attention to you guys. I'm working on Where Are They Now and like half in this conversation, so my bad. That's what I get.
Yeah. What did Ben do last week that was so damn funny?
Dude, name it.
Was I here last week?
You were.
Oh my god.
It was like 2 weeks ago last time we did this.
I forgot what Ben said. I just know that I want to.
We run that back.
We can.
We'd probably just make a montage of stupid shit I say.
In terms of autobiographies, I have 2. I have Jamie Vardy's and I have Roy Keane's. Jamie Vardy's or Roy Keane's is good. Vardy's is okay.
I wouldn't expect Vardy's to be good.
Vardy's is pretty meh, but I liked Roy Keane's a lot, to be honest.
I've read Roy Keane's. Alex Ferguson's wasn't the best.
Did you like Roy Keane's? I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Anybody read Pulisic's first book? Written at 26.
Has anybody seen that the Paramount
Sesame Street?
That new TV show that they had, or like that new series they had on them on Paramount Plus?
Oh shit! I've not seen it, but I know what you're talking about. I need to peep that.
It's like in the back of my head as something I'm like interested in, but like I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
I need to check that out.
Yep.
Word.
I've got a good Where Are They Now? Just a heads up. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
It's awesome.
All right. I'll make sure I pay attention when you do it.
Yeah, I probably won't be in the conversation until it's time for that.
All right, Steve, sing.
Oh, we're going?
Where are
Yeah.
they now?
Oh, great.
Yeah,
we're
what
doing
else do you
it
want to talk about? Newcastle, most informed team in the Premier
that
League
better?
right now, 56 points.
I would avoid
Probably
that
gonna
at
come
all
third.
costs.
I feel like that was okay. I feel like that was
I don't think anyone's listening. Alex.
This
me.
former Premier League player.
What'd you say?
This
What?
former Premier League player retired in 2021.
Did he play for West Ham?
Wow, so specific.
I don't know why. I'm just.
Are they
No.
European?
No.
American.
They have played in like
Who is Juninho?
no. They've played in like 10 different leagues.
Are they
Retired in 2021. Did they retire from the Premier League?
No, we're gonna go ahead and chalk that retirement up to 2016. We're gonna walk that back to 2016.
Whoa.
There's a 5-year time traveling thing going on here. We're going ahead and say my sources were
Yellow
pissed
card.
Time zones are crazy.
Yellow card.
card.
That's
Yellow
the
card.
there. We're gonna go.
That's a really
Tired.
harsh. Like the next thing you do wrong, you breathe incorrectly, you're getting.
These are
ahead.
sticky notes, but they're pastel yellow. But
There
you
we
get
go,
the
yeah,
idea.
That's yeah.
Bro, Steve, you were giving off the vibe that you do that from time to time. That's not the first time you've made that terrible joke.
All right, 2016.
That's the first one.
right.
You just seen it live right there. That was the first time.
From a French team.
Oh, so they were on a French team.
They retired from a French team. Yes.
Retired from a French team in 2016, and they're not European.
Played in India.
Whoa.
Played in Scotland.
Steve's like.
They're not.
I was gonna say
Belgrade?
Are they
Serbia?
African? Are they from the continent of Africa? Yes.
Yes. Played in Qatar.
2016.
Did they also play for Roma?
You say Roma?
Yep. Very specific here.
No.
Who are you thinking, Steve?
I was thinking Gervinho.
I think 20. I think he was at Parma a couple years ago.
Gervinho was? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
2016.
Are they a striker, Ben?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Position. That's a good idea.
Did they play for Kerala Blasters?
Is that your question?
Was he a striker?
It's hard because he was at so many freaking clubs.
Did he play goalkeeper in India?
He did not play goalkeeper. Striker.
Fucking hell. What do you mean?
Dude, it's wild. This person's career is almost impossible. We like jumped into this way too quick. Like, I was getting ready. They sold to like Villa at one point.
What?
Roy Keane is what sparked this, if that helps.
Okay. So did he play for Manchester United?
He did.
Wait, I'm sorry. Nate, did you just they did play for United?
So
Yes,
he's a Manchester United player who is of African descent. We don't know where.
Okay.
Who's played in India,
Qatar, Scotland, Denmark.
He's an African player who's played for United. Did he win the Premier League with United?
Yes.
This has to narrow this
Guaranteed.
down quite a bit.
Attacking midfielder. So probably central midfield if you were to pull him up on FIFA. I know I said striker.
Bebe.
No.
Bebe's from South America.
This has to narrow this down like immensely.
Played in Indonesia.
Anderson? No,
No, he's
Anderson's
from
South
Brazil.
American too.
Played in Indonesia. Went on loan for Burnley. Also played in Birmingham at one point in time. Started their career and finished their career at a French squad.
He did win the Premier League with United, correct?
Yes. And an FA
And we
Cup.
don't know what their position is.
Center
Central
attacking
midfielder.
Did
Central midfielder.
this player play for United in 2000, like the last time that the United won the Premier League, like 2013?
He was no, way before that. 2003 to 2005.
Oh boy.
No.
He's a center midfielder. Center
Did they play in a World Cup?
had to have. If he says.
Had to have.
2002 to 2011 for their national team.
East or West African?
West.
Oh boy.
Got to be West. It has to be. They have to be West African. Yes.
West.
Are they
this-
Senegalese?
Are they
Can
from
I just throw a
Cameroon?
name out there?
Yeah.
Is this Asamoah Gyan?
Nope.
It's.
Wait, did he play
Does
for
it-
United?
I don't think he did. I just know he was a
Yeah.
journeyman. I knew he's a journeyman.
Yeah.
They have double names. Jemba Jemba.
Boom.
That's a good one.
Jemba
I don't even know. I don't even know who that is.
Eric Jemba Jemba.
That was a good one. That was a really good one.
He played. He's like Man United's biggest flop. He was Roy Keane's successor for captain. Very shortly lived. And
Really?
very quickly sold to Aston Villa. And then Villa, he got 11 caps or so there, and they shipped him out to Burnley in 2007. And then he went to Serbia, Tel Aviv, some other countries. He was at St. Mirren for a part of for 2 caps. Went to Indonesia,
Wow.
India, and then back to France.
Wow.
34 international caps. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Le Coq
Yeah.
Sportif.
Yeah, what you said.
I heard it.
Which is the
Oh my
operation here
god!
on this podcast is just to let Ben speak.
Yeah. I mean, that's 90% of our
What's that guy
listeners
Chael, the UFC guy Chael Sonnen, who does an amazing job just talking into the camera uncut. I would love to see Ben.
Yeah, just unfiltered, raw for just 8
Can you
minutes.
give me a 1 minute, very, very quick summary of Onana?
No. I just want to say, what's her name?
Eric Jemba. That is a good one. That's a good one. That's probably one of the best Where Are They Nows that we've had in a while.
He was a bit
to
of
be
a
honest.
train wreck. Nate, 1 minute summary of Onana, because I was trying not to take the bait and I'm all pissed off. He's absolutely terrible. Literally might be on payroll for bookies after that butchering of a draw against Lyon. That was the worst blunder I've seen a keeper make in a long time. The first goal was bad. The second goal, did you ever watch that highlight? He essentially receives a shot from the edge of the 18, takes it in with both hands, but just blocks it at the foot of the strike. It's just ridiculous. And he got him benched, rightfully so. He gives off.
Speaking of the benching, what do you think of him doing that Instagram post after Bayern's?
Let's come back to that in a second. He gives
That's
off
pretty
vibe.
wild.
He gives off major head game vibes. He's the kind of player that you can just get in his head.
Dude,
And
Alex likes head games.
Stop with those faces, Alex. I feel like internally there has to have been some sort of disciplinary action taken on that Instagram post. You can't just be throwing your teammates under the bus like that, dude. You can't, there's no way you can be doing that.
He's a kid. Bayern, isn't he super dude? Oh my, this is a good time for Onana to be okay, look, here I'm the bigger person. And he just does the Kermit the Frog drinking tea meme.
It's now a good time to tell you guys I haven't seen it.
Probably.
It's
It's probably as good as time as any.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He did a post of basically the FOT Mob player rating, and it was of United's goalkeeper with a 4 point
4.1.
something, 4.1 game
bad.
rating,
Yeah.
and then he put the emojis over it of a frog sipping tea, and that was his story, or maybe the real post. I don't really know, but you can't do that.
No, that's
even if the kid is obviously bothered by it, might not say anything about it. But no doubt, the rest of the team, who's senior players in that squad, Eriksson, Maguire, et cetera, the manager, there's no way you can just do that and be hey, that was, or no one talks about it, or someone says oh, that was funny,
that wasn't funny at all. I looked at it. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's petty, bro. That's super petty.
Yeah. So what's the name of the guy from Lyon that was egging him on?
Matic.
The fact
Nemanja
that was a thing told me loud and clear that they know that this player has a head case problem. Like, he's just easily rattled. He just can't deal with the pressure of being in the Prem. He needs to go down to like he's got to go play overseas. I don't want to like minimize any league or anything like that, but he needs to go somewhere where he's not going to get the pressure from the press and or
China.
I just think he
MLS.
needs to not be at United. I think he needs to not be at United. I think every player needs to be not at United, to be honest. Like,
Nah, man, he is one of the worst keepers United's had in a long time.
I'm telling you what, though, what is
Bring
it?
in Tom
April 15th. Clip it right now. Watch whenever he gets offloaded, wherever he goes next.
He'll do well. Yeah.
He'll do well, man. He did great. That's why they bought him in the
the
first
United
place. He did
effect.
great with Inter.
They didn't even give him the number 1 jersey, did they?
He did a great at Inter. That's why they got to the Champions League final. He did great, and he just doesn't do well at United. Nobody does well at United. Garnacho's about to be.
I'm not buying it.
We all got. The the Instagram post was not real.
What?
I did not get.
I thought that I looked this up and someone in another chat and they were like, "Yes, this is real." What?
Alex, elaborate.
The deep fake is the deep fake.
Did AI make that post?
A community note says that this did not happen. Andre Onana did not post this to his Instagram story. And then there's a bunch of comments saying like people are out here lying just to get Twitter likes. So
We just wasted about 5 minutes on that. Nice one, Steve.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
We were fucking so stupid.
anyway, come to the show for fake news. That's all we got.
You come for Ben, leave with fake news. Come for me.
They're cool guys.
Come for Ben's head game and fake news headline.
All right, do we want to touch on UCL real quick? What was it? 9 goals today.
Holy shit,
almost like 15. All like 15 goals over both legs, something like that.
So close to seeing both of those fixtures in the second leg being turned over. Aston Villa scoring 3, PSG scored 2 to make the aggregate 4-5 favoring PSG. PSG obviously going through. And then Dortmund scoring 3 against Barcelona's 1 to take the aggregate to 3-5 favoring Barcelona. Barcelona and PSG go through today. Tomorrow we see Inter playing Bayern Munich. Inter going in 2-1 ahead on aggregate, and Real Madrid having an uphill task, but playing at home. They're hosting Arsenal tomorrow, trying to overcome a 3-0 deficit. But I must say that the fixtures today, Villa, PSG, and Dortmund, Barcelona, those 2 fixtures got a lot closer than I think a lot of people thought they were going to get, including me.
John McGinn's goal was actually insane.
Yeah.
Like the ball was on, like I think the ball was rolling on the ground, and he managed to pick the ball up enough and have top spin to go over the top of Donnarumma from like 25 yards out. I shot that. I was like, that's insane. I was like, that's ridiculous.
I saw the tail ends. I didn't see that part, but
Dortmund played their best game in the last 2 seasons. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
Dortmund's a sad one because I like that team, and they just they suck. They're not good.
Yeah.
Beat Celtics 7-0 or 7-1.
I like the
They did.
of Paris in Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Wonder if
To
Tom Brady
Birmingham,
was in.
Paris. Aston Villa out of the Champions League. What does that mean for Marcus Rashford? You're gonna have to find a new club, new Champions League club.
I mean, why would he go back to United? I mean, like, I think he's been okay. Like that cross that whatever that center back his name is, Villa should have scored. He put it on a plate. He's not really done. He's not really done great, though. I mean, no, the other one.
He's got the yips.
Yeah. I just think he's not very good anymore. I think he should. If I'm Villa, I would sign him permanently for reduced wages and get him on the cheap if that's even possible.
I don't disagree with you there because he's only going to outperform what he's worth.
Oh yeah, right. And
he's
not going back to United. I mean,
yeah, he's done.
Schoolboy fan. They bend him off. Like I'd be pissed if I was him.
Konsa?
Hmm?
Are you talking about Konsa?
Yes, thank you.
Center back? Yeah.
Conte, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Kwanzaa,
Kwanzaa.
I think Newcastle wants Kwanzaa in Liverpool. You may have him.
Yeah,
You
there's-
may have him.
Yes. There's
Nate, bequeath him unto you.
If I get to sign Dean Hoyson from Bournemouth, you may have Kwanzaa, and I'll even throw you a Darwin Nunez. But you've got to pay me like 90 million for
Have
him.
you given up? Are you done with Darwin?
Yeah, he's gonna if he goes to Saudi.
Are you all set though as a fan? Like we could go back 3 years and clip like weekly. It's got that dog.
Dude, him at Benfica, he was an absolute dog at Benfica. And his first year at Liverpool, he scored like 30 goals all competitions.
I feel like it's been good for a couple of years. This is like the first year he's not been that dominant.
The last year wasn't great either.
Trashy cheese.
Real quick, Great Scott.
we got to talk about that goal.
Oh yeah. Giannis Hadji. Let's talk about Giannis Hadji, baby.
Why do we have to talk about it? Why do we have to talk about it? Okay, so Giannis Hadji delayed the inevitable party.
Oh, sorry. Is that what he did? Oh shit.
That's what he did. Yeah. So Rangers needed to lose that game against Aberdeen in which they tied 2-2 because Hadji scored like a last minute equalizer to make it 2-2. But if Rangers would have lost that game, Celtic would have won before the split. So it's looking like there is a potential party at, I think it's Tannadice is where that's is lined up to be, which would be in Dundee. I think that fixture is just a couple. I'm pulling it up now. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, did you see Mo Salah is leading the league in assists and goals?
Mm-hmm. All time.
He just got paid.
That's what
if he scores 2 more assists, then he bests.
I think
He
2
has
more
the best. He has the most. Yeah,
2 more ties. De Bruyne's and maybe Henry's assist record in a 38 game season. So that would be nice.
I saw something that he's the 7th highest scorer at Old Trafford in the last 5 years.
Crazy. April 26th is what I was trying to say. April 26th, we play at Dundee United at Tannadice, and we could be winning the league just before the next Old Firm. So the Old Firm could be a dead rubber and don't even matter. So we'll see.
I know Ben likes some dead rubbers.
It's the gap is.
Have you considered playing in traffic or anything like that lately?
Every day, brother. Every day. Let me tell you.
You and me both.
Like very much recently. Like I'm Frogger out there, man. Yeah.
Hear these for some statistics though. Celtic are in first place on 81 points. Rangers are second on 66 points. So that's a 15. Quick math. I think that's right. 15-point gap there.
Quick math.
Rangers are at a positive goal difference of 33. That's second place. Celtic are at a positive goal difference of 75.
Jeez.
You guys need to play in a different league. It's boring.
Yeah, we just got Super League.
I would love to know more I would love to know more about why, like for example, the Premier League includes Wales.
Dude, haven't we talked about this, Steve? If the FA Cup or the League Cup included Scottish teams, I would love that shit.
That's the move. Just the FA Cup.
I'm all in on that.
Yes, 100%.
I would love that.
Make a call.
Little like dipping the toes into that whole idea. Yeah, Nucks everywhere, dude. I'm all about that. We'll get one in the diag too. Yeah, dude. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone gets it. FA Cup. FA Cup.
I don't know
bringing the Scottish teams because the Scottish FA Cup, yes, it's important. But if you were included into the English FA Cup,
or like the Carabao Cup. The League Cup.
Whatever, man.
What are the downsides to it? So there's 12 teams in Scotland, so that's some extra games.
Up the Conference League.
But it'd be all of them though. It would be all of them though because you have Championship, League One, League Two.
Fucking existence. That's just so. God, I hate the conference.
I want to talk about
Right.
this a lot more, but I'm just
Trashy
looking at the
teas.
clock.
Give me
Yeah,
the
I gotta
trashy
get my
teas
trashy
very
tea
quick.
in
Let's
here.
do trashy teas.
Everton
Okay.
are going to beat Man City. Just want to
Okay,
throw that out
so
there.
Ben, I was gonna let you go first, man, and you've
want
given a
their
wrong
first.
decision. That's not
Winners
gonna
go
happen.
first.
So
Everton beat Man City.
You made the wrong decision.
then you're now going last next week because that's not. All right,
You
I'm
gotta
gonna go. I got a feeling some of the relegation. Like I can see Southampton getting points over. Ah, dude, no. West
Dude,
Ham.
I
West
almost
Ham
said it.
cannot.
I almost said it, Nate. I almost said it.
Chelsea, man.
What?
What you said, what you were talking about right now, I almost
I
said
mean,
it.
Leicester City over Liverpool. I would probably definitely go
No
playing
fucking
trap
chance.
for that one.
No chance.
I don't think so. I could. I don't know. West Ham are not good.
I want Tottenham to win, but I want to see.
Oh, I want Forest, man. I want Forest in the
I want to
Champions
see
League
the
so
game
bad.
of Spurs versus Forest. I want to see that game happen.
Dominic Solanke, biggest flop of the season, only got 8 goals.
That I mean, Ange and Postacoglu, dude.
Postacoglu, that's funny.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go Villa over
Villa
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Sorry,
Villa
Alex.
Newcastle's a spicy
because
game, honestly.
Newcastle have been playing too well.
All right, Steve, who you
Sorry,
got?
man.
Dude, I could see Ipswich tying Arsenal. Just some
I still
0-0.
don't think that gives it to us though, but I do want to. I want the guard of honor against Arsenal.
I'm going for
I think
that.
it'll-
Whatever. I
I
don't
think
care.
it'll make me happier.
All right, I've got Fulham beating Chelsea.
Yeah, that game is probably the best game of the week.
I can. Yeah, I might look at the odds for that one
Because I feel
I can see that.
Fulham, I agree with you on that, Nate. Let's talk offline about that. But I think
Yeah.
Fulham are just close enough to 6th place to be like achievable if they win, and Chelsea could fall off.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right.
Right? How many games we got left?
6.
Not
yeah,
many.
7.
there's points on the table still to close that gap.
Yeah. Ben has Everton beating City. Steve's got Ipswich tying Arsenal. I've got Fulham beating Chelsea, and Nate has Villa beating the Toon. What's that, boys? What's that?
That's all for now.
Head game strong.